worst enemy. But that's because I hate my friends more than most people hate their enemies. Here he is, Mitchell Taylor.
Thank you. Keep it going for Jay Thompson. The only guy I know who tries being outside in the wind and playing Super Smash Bros. It's mainly why we started playing inside. I'll be your comedian and your illusionator for the next 15 minutes. I have to warn you, a lot of my jokes rely heavily on mirrors and lighting. If you don't find any of this funny, it's mainly just an angling issue, and I highly recommend you move to the back. Another thing I have to really tell you, I'm trying desperately to bring back the samurai look. It really hasn't been popularized since feudal Japan, but I think if we all just really work hard and work together, we can bring it back. Some key tips: always wear a samurai shirt, always have one strong ponytail, and then really just wrap hair elastics around all excess hair to really make sure it looks intentional. As we know, the Japanese and the samurais were very meticulous people, so we need to keep that going, okay? So please go home, research samurais, and really think about how to become a stronger, better Japanese person. As I said, my name is Mitch. I was born and raised in Toronto. I didn't say that, but I am now. And I feel like I do know that I went to the absolute worst middle school just ever created. Like, this place was basically some kind of government experiment. They just took all the pedophiles, the rapists, the murderers, who just kind of like weren't really fitting back into society, and they're like, hey you guys, go teach at Glenview for like 2 to 6 years. Really, we want to make sure you guys can get back into society. The school is called Glenview Collegiate Institute for the Criminally Insane, and I think it's kind of why I am a little insane as a person. Some of the teachers we had there, I'll go into more detail. I'm sure you're like, oh, the teachers, they must have been crazy. They are crazy. Okay, so we had 2 swim teachers at my school. And I look back now, and I think it was mainly to kind of protect us from each of the other teachers. The first one we had was Miss Anderson. Now, women can be muscular, but this woman was just huge. Just like 6-pack abs, 6-pack boobs, 6-pack ears. Like, she could like deadlift 900 pounds with an eyebrow. Like, that didn't make any sense, but that's how strong this woman was. And she would just stand at the edge of the pool, just flexing, just like, oh, backstroke. Oh, more backstroke. Which just left me sexually confused for just years and years and years and years. This other teacher we had was Mr. Pearson. He's just like this fat, balding, just the opposite, completely opposite. Fat, balding, ugly guy who always wore like way too short shorts and would stand at the edge of the pool with just this huge erection. And it always confused me, because like nobody said anything. Like nobody was like, hey, look at that teacher, he's got a huge erection. That's probably not good around kids. Like, nobody said anything at all. Like, I had like post-traumatic stress disorder. Like, I'll walk into a room, think I see a boner in the corner, like, like, I burst into tears every time I masturbate. It's awful. These are things I feel you guys need to know about me before I really start opening up, alright? So I work at at a school that has all those people, those crazy teachers. We have even weirder and more insane students. This one guy I'll never forget, his name is Brian McManus. Now imagine just like an Irish IRA terrorist with the build of Bane, who is 12 years old and in grade 7. This guy was just huge, this hulking being of a man. And he was basically a Bond villain at my school. He would walk up to you every single lunch, just take your sandwich, take a big bite, look you dead in the eyes, and just say, my dad has hepatitis. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know what that is. I don't know how it spreads. I don't know how dangerous it is. In my mind, if I took another bite of that sandwich, that's it. Balls would just fall off. My brain would turn to glue. I was a dead man. And he would do this every day. So I just started bringing meals. I didn't think he would. I would start packing 1,000 grains of uncooked rice, and he would just come in and go, hepatitis, hepatitis, and just throw it back at you. literally the worst experience I've ever had. And what it did is it created this culture in my school where everyone just ate lunch like they were in prison. Just like, this is my tuna fish sandwich. Like, you saw kids in the corner just like crafting shanks out of peach pits and like avocado rinds. It's just like yeah, I could really stab him in the ribs with this one. It was awful. It was horrible. But I think it prepared me for jail. Like, okay, I will deal with the rape, the violence, the gang life when I get there. But cafeteria, I have lunchtime on fucking lockdown. Like, you throw me in any jail, San Quentin, in the fucking 60s, and I'll just be like, yeah, man, like, I'll eat that whole lunch, I won't get shanked, no one will eat my dessert, like, I'll be using bologna sandwiches as fucking blocks and shit, like, I'm safe. I'm unbelievably safe. Now, I work at a summer camp now, and it's kind of weird to compare the people that I grew up with when I was a kid to this next generation of youth. And this next generation is way more fucked up than we ever were. Just like, oh, and what the fuck happened? Something went seriously wrong. The other day, we're eating lunch with all these kids, and I'm teaching them, I'm like, yeah, like, of course, Billy, the avocado pit is the strongest for making shanks, and like, Sally, the mustard has to be above the lettuce to make the bologna shield not penetrable by shanks, like, things that kids need to know. And this kid puts bunny ears behind me. I'm like, yeah, like kids, whatever, kid stuff, cool. I talk like that a lot when I'm at work. I'm like, cool, you're doing kid things, all right. And they're like, you know what that means, right? I was like, yeah, like, he's a bunny, haha, a rabbit. And they're like, no. That means that when he has a shower, you have to go with him. No getting away. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what kind of crazy, like, prison rape shit is this? Like, I learned how to eat meals in prison. These kids are like, I can make this kid my bitch the next couple weeks. Like, this is real. Like, I could not make this shit up. This is something a kid in grade 3 said to me, and I was horrified. Like, now I'm fearful that I'm just gonna get charged with sexual assault at some point. Like, I'll be putting, like, they'll be like, Mitchell Taylor, did you say that you were going to force that child to shower with you? No, I didn't. Did you or did you not put bunny ears on that boy's head? Well, yeah, but guilty of child molestation. It's like, fuck! Like, next thing I know, I'll be playing like tic-tac-toe and get charged with like drug peddling. Like, what the fuck does these kids are into now? And I even think now, like, what are criminals like? Like, 20 years down the line, some guy in jail, like, you're gonna be my bunny foo-foo tonight, boy. Is that more intimidating? Is that less intimidating? Or like, it's just weird. Honestly, it's just a weird thing generally. We had a school group come in from Webwood. Anyone know Webwood? Oh, okay. Well, this might completely flop then. So we had these kids coming from Webwood, and this kid, little Billy, he's like, Mitch, where's the gym at? I was like, well, little Billy, it's on the... Also, when I'm talking to kids, I talk like this, so I sound like a real authority figure. I said, Billy, the gym's on the 2nd floor. He says, oh, I can't go up there, I'm too afraid. Afraid of what, Billy? Well, I'm scared of heights. I'm like, well, no, it's the 2nd floor, Billy, it's still a floor. Like, that's how buildings work. Like, how do you not know this by now? And I was talking to a teacher, and she's like, well, you know, our school doesn't have any stairs, and most of the buildings there are 1-story, and Billy doesn't have any stairs in his house. And he has an extreme phobia of staircase. I was like, what the fuck? Like, how does this even happen? Like, so I had to be this kid's Sherpa. I was like a staircase Sherpa. I was like, we're almost at the peak, Billy. Like, you can leave your oxygen container behind. Like, we're gonna make it. Don't you worry. And it's weird, and like I think of this kid years down the line, like spends the next 20 years become the world's greatest javelin tosser, makes it to the Olympics. 900 meters, holy shit, world record, gold medal Olympic javelin thrower, goes up to the podium, he's like, oh. Stairs. The Olympic committee is like, well, I'm sorry, it's Olympic protocol. You have to be on the podium to receive the medal. You're gonna have to forfeit your gold medal. And he's just like, oh, like, years down the line because he never overcame this fear. Like, I don't know if you guys are from Webwood, but I'm envisioning that, like, major house security is a single step. And, like, robbers just come up and they're like, okay, let's break. These motherfuckers live 6 inches off the ground. Damn it! Fuck! Okay, we're gonna go somewhere else. We're gonna just beat up an old lady and take her wallet or something. That's fine. You can correct me after the show and tell me if that's how it really is. I really love kids. I love kids because they're just so weird and they are really so uncomfortable in their body. Now, okay, hold on. It's not as bad as it's kind of making it for me right now. Just work with me here. This girl came up to me, this little girl Sarah, and she was upset because Rebecca got to climb twice on the climbing wall. And let's be fair, it's because Rebecca's really cute and nice and Sarah's a real bitch. Like, there's a reason why Rebecca got to climb twice, Sarah. I've told you this. Sorry. And so she comes up and she's like, you know, Rebecca got to climb twice and I only got to climb once and it's not fair that Sarah got to climb once and I got to climb twice and I never got to think. Like, this girl was having like an exorcism in front of me. She's just like, oh, Lucifer, why are you